Capricorn, this week asks a difficult question. Are you building a future that actually supports you, or merely one that keeps you functioning? The Sun in Gemini keeps attention on work, routines, obligations, health, and daily responsibilities. Your schedule may feel crowded, mentally noisy, or emotionally draining. Mercury in Cancer, however, shifts the deeper focus toward relationships. Conversations become more emotional now. People want clarity from you, not just competence. Early in the week, an unexpected interaction or change in plans may create frustration around commitments or expectations. Someone may react more emotionally than you anticipated. Your instinct may be to become colder, quieter, or more controlled in response. Do not mistake emotional restraint for emotional wisdom. Venus in Leo is activating deeper themes around trust, intimacy, shared burdens, and emotional vulnerability. Midweek may bring a meaningful conversation, emotional opening, or moment of unexpected closeness. You may briefly realize how tired you are of carrying everything alone. Then, Venus opposes Pluto, and the pressure intensifies. Financial stress, emotional power dynamics, or unresolved relationship tension may become impossible to ignore. Capricorn, this is where honesty matters. If you have been trying to maintain control by suppressing your emotional needs, the cracks begin showing now. Mars in Taurus helps stabilize you creatively and emotionally, but it also reminds you that life cannot become only obligation and survival. There must still be room for joy, pleasure, affection, and personal meaning inside the structure you are building. Near the end of the week, emotional clarity begins replacing emotional resistance. A conversation or realization may help you understand that vulnerability is not the opposite of strength. In many cases, it is the form strength eventually must take. This week, Capricorn, stop measuring your worth solely by how much pressure you can endure. Your turning point begins when you allow yourself to need support too.
Capricorn, your tarot card is the Ten of Wands. You are carrying too much, and this card refuses to let you pretend otherwise anymore. Responsibilities, emotional pressure, expectations, or unfinished obligations may feel especially heavy this week. The Ten of Wands is not failure. It is the realization that sustainability matters. You do not need to prove your strength through exhaustion. Some burdens need delegation. Others need release entirely.
Capricorn, you get hexagram 53, wind over mountain, gradual development. This is the energy of slow, sustainable progress. You may feel frustrated that certain emotional or practical goals are not moving faster, but this hexagram reminds you that lasting structures require patience. Growth is happening even if it feels subtle. Do not abandon a meaningful direction simply because immediate results are missing. Stability built slowly tends to survive longer.
Capricorn, your rune is Wunjo. Wunjo represents emotional harmony, fulfillment, relief, and restored balance. After recent pressure, this rune suggests moments of emotional lightness are beginning to return. Do not dismiss joy simply because it feels unfamiliar after prolonged stress. Wunjo reminds you that stability should include happiness too, not merely survival and endurance. This week asked for steadiness during emotional change. Not every answer arrived immediately, but clarity is still forming beneath the surface. Some of you are rebuilding foundations now, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, and that process deserves patience. Leave a comment sharing where you are trying to create more stability in your life right now. Reflection often becomes clearer once it is spoken aloud. And remember to watch your rising sign forecast too, because it frequently reveals the underlying structure behind the week's events. If these messages brought you insight or perspective, subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications so you stay connected to next week's guidance.